Okay, here we
You're
go.
on.
Formal written advance notice is required by NJSA 10-4-1 has been provided of this meeting at least 48 hours in advance of today, giving the time, date, and location, and to the extent known at the time of the agenda of this meeting. Such notice stated that formal action may or may not be taken. The notice was posted on the bulletin board outside the offices of the municipal clerk, reserved for this and other similar announcements, provided to the Suburban Trends, the newspaper designated by the Borough Council to receive such notices, and filed with the Borough Clerk. Can we stand for a pledge, please? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Then we have a roll call.
Yes. Mr. Silverstein?
Here.
Mr. Quigley?
Here.
Ms. Novak? Here. Mr. Ross?
Here.
Mr. Kimberlin will be absent tonight, and we have Councilman Bennett,
Here.
Mayor Sarah, Mr. Dominic,
Here.
Mr. O'Brien, and Ms. Russell.
Okay, first order is approval of the regular minutes of October 1st. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Do you have any discussion? Roll call?
Sure. Mr. Silverstein?
Yes.
Mr. Quigley?
Present.
Do we have to approve?
No,
I wasn't here.
no, you were here for that one.
Yeah, okay.
August 1st, October 1st. You were in October 17th.
Yes.
Ms. Novak?
Yes.
Mr.
I know, right?
Mr. Ross?
Yes.
Mr. Kimberlin? And Councilman Bennett, you are present. Yep.
Okay, and can we also have a motion to approve the October 1st executive session minutes?
So moved.
Motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded, any discussion? Have a roll call, please?
Mr. Silverstein?
Yes.
Mr. Quigley?
Yes.
Ms. Novak?
Yes.
Mr. Ross?
Yes.
He's absent. And Councilman Bennett?
Present.
Yep.
Okay, we had a couple of items of correspondence, mostly from other communities. I guess Oakland, remember we talked about this last month, I guess they went through and they approved those streetscape ordinance, so that's the approval that we received on that. And then there were two from Riverdale. One was amending or creating approval in their business zone for indoor facilities of sports type uses such as bowling, soccer, ice skating, wrestling, batting cages, golf, driving ranges, trampolines, and similar uses. So they were doing that. But kind of more interesting was Riverdale also amended their ordinances for a planned residential district off of Mathis Avenue.
Yeah.
And I wasn't quite sure where that was and what it was, but it's a huge piece of land kind of sitting off behind BJ's, kind of up there
Okay,
where
yeah.
Target is and Mathis Avenue goes up there,
Okay.
where Stonehenge Road is. It's a huge piece of property. So I imagine somebody's going to want to build something there.
The townhomes is that?
There's townhouses around there now.
Are they doing more housing?
It doesn't say, it's just that they changed it from an R15 zone to a new zone that they created called an AH-PRD-2.
Okay.
Very official, right, Kristen? Sounded that way.
What does that mean?
Well, affordable housing.
Anybody
Oh,
can make up anything they want, but
Okay.
I would guess
Yeah,
that
it's
it's
affordable
affordable
housing.
housing, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
A PUD, a planned unit development, you can get kind of like preliminary approval for a very big project which freezes the zoning time for a while. That's,
They're calling it, to answer your question, it's an affordable housing planned residential district.
Yeah.
and with,
Isn't Wayne doing that too?
yes.
Yes.
A lot of towns trying to catch up.
So that's
We're okay.
Okay,
the correspondence that we had.
okay.
We're going to take things just a tiny bit out of order, or actually, no, we're not going to do, we're going to do them in the order that No, we're going to take them out of order. Let's finish up the formal application for the Washington Urban Renewal at Pompton Lakes LLC, 125 Wanacue Avenue, Pompton Lakes, New Jersey, Block 3101, Lots 4 and 5, Zone DRA1, continued from last meeting. Okay. And you should have received the updated plans.
Like meeting people that I've ever had that I met so.
Really?
Right.
Okay, and for those of you in the audience, this is the Washington Building.
Because they don't use infrared anymore. And one more.
Okay. So just to refresh everybody's memory while we're getting the TVs coordinated, the idea here was we had made some suggestions.
Dreaming and encourage. Release your inner designer. Watch Open House every Saturday to Sunday on NBC LX Home.
What I want to do is simplify things for them and provide a transformational experience that this family will never
This
forget.
was already,
If anybody
sorry.
deserves,
Okay.
Just leave it, you got two now.
Yeah, Susan, up.
Let's not do it.
Okay, so if you remember from last meeting, we asked the applicant to make some changes. Those changes were basically to recess the doors on the retail units and also to make the apartments bigger. So with that, we'll turn it over to you, Steve, and to Johnny.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, members of the board. Yes, we finished our testimony at the last meeting, and you gave us a short laundry list. And the first one was to recess the storefront doors, and we've done so. They've been recessed 3 feet, and that's on sheet A101. The second thing on my checklist was to revise the second floor plans so that the units would meet the minimum area requirements.
So just before you go on, like, everybody can see where the doors are in the units? And that they're recessed, and we also agreed that on that corner unit that the doors would not be recessed because it just would be goofy looking. Technical term. Okay. Yep.
The second thing was to revise the second floor plans to make the units meet the minimum area requirements. And for the one bedroom, we revised the plan to make it a 763-foot unit. I think the minimum requirement for one bedroom is 750.
That's correct.
And for the 2-bedroom, we've made the smallest unit 1,004 square feet, and that also meets the requirements.
Mhm.
That's on page A102.
Okay.
You also asked about a brick sample,
Yes.
and we brought that.
Yeah, we can start up here. I can already tell you, I like that sandy color.
Yeah, it's a brick sample
Yep,
and also the rain screen sample finish.
okay.
If you want to
Yeah,
bring
this
it up
for,
on the screen.
Yeah, can you bring the, your color drawing up on the screen, please? This is perfect. Just so you guys in the audience can see, one of the things we wanted to do was kind of, save the, at least some elements from the old Washington building and keep the brick where we could the same. And they did a really good job, I think, of, kind of matching that, what I guess I would call beige brick.
So that's gonna go where the light gray is on the elevation.
And these are the grays and the whites and the rest of it.
Right.
Oh, so that,
Dr. Gray will be
Right.
the one with the excavator.
So then, okay, that's what I wanted you to show us. Just, so basically, wherever it's light, that's where the brick is gonna be.
Right, one is the brick, next to it is the raised screen,
Right.
composite panels.
And that's the same on the front, correct, John?
Yes. Yes, the same, this is just the detail.
Okay, so wherever, when you look at the light, whenever you see the light, that's all gonna be back in that brick that was, you know, similar to what the Washington building was. I think you did a great job with this.
Thank you.
I think that was it.
I do as well. We'd be glad to answer any other questions, but that's our case.
Okay. Anybody on the board have any further questions for the applicant?
Nice job.
Yeah.
Looks good.
I like the gray better.
I just like to say, you know, it's a big improvement from what the building is right now. It is, so it's a nice looking building. And it's built to look like that, I think it'll fit real nice in there.
Okay, with respect to-
so which, no,
You can-
I just have a question. The,
Yes.
you have the brick is the lighter color, is that what, I'm just wanting to understand what I'm, and then the darker color, which one is that?
Is the dark gray?
The dark
Dark
gray.
gray. Okay, oh, okay. So to the far left, or the, oh, that one right there, okay,
Right, to the far left.
okay. And do you have a-
Yeah, okay.
I personally like the gray better than the tan,
Like this, the top.
or as far as the brick is concerned.
Okay, the gray,
The original design colors.
Oh, okay.
do you think that's too much contrast?
Grays neutral.
Yeah, I saw it. I just like the other version better.
Okay. That's why everybody has an opinion. Okay. I like this too. Okay. At this time, I'm just gonna have the public see if they have any questions. Anyone in the public have any questions on this? Randy? Name, address, you know, the whole deal.
I'm good at that. Randy Hitton, 443 Montclair Ave. Two questions. One was discussion at the last meeting about putting offices in the basement. Has that been nixed? Or are they still considering putting?
Still there, yeah, that's still there.
business
Spoke
offices
to
in
the
the basement?
building department, there's no ordinance against doing that, so we're allowed.
There is no ordinance against it. So what about as far as fire?
They have these.
They have fire exits. So if they do put offices, even though there are no windows,
They've had offices there for the last 50 years, actually.
and I noticed new trees in the picture.
Yep. That will be,
Construction have anything to do with putting trees or not putting trees, or?
We're abiding to the directions that we were given as far as landscaping, to the trees, and also to the shrubberies that we showed, and I'll show you there. Excuse me. So you see also the shrubberies in the rear of the building. And we have both shrubs to the ground below that, so think three there.
Okay, so that's gonna be in the borough right of way, correct?
No, it's right on the
It's gonna
property
be on the
line.
property itself?
Yes. Except for the front. The front, they're on the sidewalk, yes.
Right. Well, we do have a shade tree commission, and we are concerned about what trees are planted and
Well, we follow the description to the T, basically, that was going to me by the planner. I don't remember the name of the person, but we went through that, so that I classified all the trees according to what is prescribed by the regulation.
So, I mean, other projects that were built in town, none of the trees that were in the borough right of way were ever run by the Shade Tree Commission, of which we do have jurisdiction over those trees. So if you could,
just add that into the resolution that they get approval of the Shade Tree Commission.
Yeah.
That's all, it's simple.
excuse me,
We'll add it into the resolution that we will adopt, hopefully tonight, that one of the conditions is to get approval of the Shade Tree Commission for the trees.
appreciate it.
Okay?
That'll be in the agreement, which I'm.
In the agreement, okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anyone else? We'll close the public session. Mr. Brewer, you had a question?
Oh, no, I was just gonna give us, kind of a status. one of the things that was discussed, the last meeting, there was two agreements. One was the property, talked to Mr. Malenik, he was away for a few weeks. And then also this agreement, I've talked to Mr. Veltri now. And by tomorrow, Monday, I'll have, really, we had done a lot of progress on the agreement a year or two ago, when this thing got stalled. So I'm gonna update that. There's probably 2 or 3 new things, the conditions that we have. I'll have that out to him, the League of Municipalities, but within November, he and I will speak about it, and I would expect that, the first week of December, this would be ready for.
So we'll have it for the December meeting?
Yes.
Okay, is there anything we should pass tonight?
I think it's just the same thing, just, we're moving along, so I don't think you have to pass it.
Okay.
I think all those plans, as long as everybody's have those plans, all the plans that were presented will be the exhibit to the agreement, which is what they have to build. They said they're gonna build it.
Okay.
But, no, I don't think we need anything else.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, I think
Yes.
it's just worth noting for the public who are watching at home, that this plan is done with no pilot, there's no redevelopment.
Correct.
It doesn't go to the borough for a decision on anything, it will go to the planning board as the next step.
Yep, correct. That is
Mr. Chairman,
correct.
just so I'm clear, obviously, I'm going to be working with Mr. Brewer on the agreement. Once my client executes, do I need to come back for anything?
We're gonna work on the agreement, and then when you and I are good with it, it'll be here before, with the resolution approving it, and authorizing it to be signed. And then so you and I will be happy with it.
Right.
Then they have to approve the form, and then you'll sign first, then he'll sign.
Great. So
Yeah.
do
And then
do
you'll
I
be
have
off
to
to the planning
reappear
board.
if we can work all that out?
You don't have to reappear.
Very good.
No one does.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And thank you for finally getting to this point. It's been a long time.
It has been.
This has been, what did we just say? There was like 4.5 years? Okay, but, I think we all persevered, and I think we really got a terrific project out of it.
We gotta make a
So
motion.
thank
yeah. Not yet. We don't make a motion yet, right?
I just asked,
No, yeah, I'm already been instructed
Okay.
to move along and negotiate, get the terms done.
Okay.
You'll see it.
Yep.
Next time.
okay,
Thank you very much.
Nice job, guys.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next is conceptual presentation, 207-209 Wanacue Avenue, Pompton Lakes, New Jersey, lot 6300, block 6300, lot 38, zone DRA 1. Hi, they don't have to be sworn for conceptual, okay? Okay, there's no swearing in on this, it's just conceptual, we're just having a conversation.
Have a good night.
Before I go to a formal process, I just wanted to make sure that I was on the right page with what the township was looking for in that redevelopment zone.
Okay,
I may ask to be part of the pilot, or to be able to get some tax relief. But I would talk to my planner and my attorney, and we would come in with a formal plan. I have the building right now, I'm not changing the outside facade. I'm just gonna renovate the walls on the rear. Might change some of the windows, and but all the work will go on in the interior of the space. Right now, I have a 1-bedroom apartment on the 3rd floor. I want to turn that 1-bedroom apartment into a 3-bedroom, which would be a duplex style. So there'd be 2 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms and 2.5 baths. So it'd be a 2-bedroom, not a 3-bedroom. And there would be 2 bedrooms upstairs and a little open seating area for an office or whatever. And I'd move the kitchen down to the 2nd floor. And so there'd be either 1.5 baths or 2.5 baths, depending on the location of the plumbing, et cetera, what my architect feels as we move forward. And then there'll be a 2-bedroom apartment and a 1-bedroom apartment. So right now, it's vacant space, it's been vacant for almost 5 years. I moved the tenants from the 2nd floor down to the 1st floor, and I've been trying to rent the space, and I've had no luck. One of the problems is the cost of parking. I have a telemarketing company, but they had like 12 employees, and the cost of parking was prohibitive. And I had somebody want to do a yoga studio, but that fell through. And, but other than that, it's just,
So when you said so there's an apartment on the first floor?
no, there's an apartment on the 3rd floor,
Okay.
and I'm going to make that a 2-floor.
No, I understand that. So what's on the second floor?
Second floor is all vacant space.
Is vacant,
It was
okay.
a law office for
Okay.
maybe 40 years.
Okay, and the first floor has the stores?
An attorney office and
Okay.
a contractor does granite and marble work.
Okay, so I kind of understand,
And there, excuse me,
It's okay.
the back of the building, Andy, there's also, I have a garage at the back of the building, and I have what was Lothar's Taylor. Remember Lothar?
Sure.
He was there,
Mhm.
and that space I haven't been able to rent either.
that's in that, under that little,
Exactly.
awning or whatever
My,
that
my,
thing-
my plan is to maybe open that space up, so it's one large space, at some point in the future.
I think the facade needs some work in the front.
yeah.
Yeah, the front, yeah, I mean.
Gotta be cleaned up or so, I don't know, just
Yeah, it needs to be
sold,
cleaned
tired.
up, the awnings need to be, either removed or replaced, but I agree.
Well, let's just, I
I'm
just
tired.
want to concentrate on the floor plan just for a second.
Sure.
So that duplex apartment, if I'm looking at this the right way, that's in the front. The downstairs of the 2-floor apartment is in the front of the building.
The downstairs.
Of the 2-floor
is in the front
is in the front of the building.
That's correct.
Okay. Then, and I can see how that's kind of, worked out. But what's hard to understand here, at least for me, I'm sure not for you, is how does anybody get to the other apartments?
So you see, if you go to the stairwell, the stairwells are stacked. If you go to the stairwell.
Oh, so you're coming up,
See the hallway?
well, yeah, I kind of sort of do.
Can I come to you?
Yeah, sure.
Just watch the line.
Yeah, no worries.
So I'm,
Let me, let's do this.
yes, that's okay, I just printed this one off.
So, come up the stairs. I'm sorry, this is the second floor, right? So you come up that's the third.
That's the third floor.
Right, so.
You come up the stairs over there, right?
I was lost. Okay, so you come up the stairs, here's the first, the duplex. So you come into the first unit, you have a closet, then you have a living area, a kitchen area open, a half bath, and you go up the stairs to the 3rd floor, which
Right,
is
you
here.
wind up there.
And you're here, you have 1, 2 bedrooms and a bath.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's existing. This, I'm not sure about, you're showing a bathroom or a second bathroom, an optional bathroom. I'm not
Okay.
sure about that one. But anyway, so now you're back at the stairs. So you came up the steps.
Right.
You walk into the second apartment.
Right.
Okay, kitchen, living room area.
Oh, he doesn't, I see what happened. He doesn't have all the walls up. That's the problem.
There's no walls at all.
There's no walls.
Yeah.
That's what my problem is. So then what they, oh, no, so here's, okay, so then the
And
door for the
here's
third apartment's
third
here.
apartment
Oh,
Right here, and
I
that's
get
one
it.
bedroom.
Okay.
They have great windows, lots of daylight, has good exposure.
And this is that little lower part of the building?
I'm sorry? And this is right, this is just the roof where the HVAC units are. And it's only, if you look out this window, you would see those HVAC units.
So they're on this little strip of the building over here.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's where they gotta be. That's where the Taylor was.
Right, exactly. Yep, they're right there.
Right, and this thing is attached to Billy Smith's building. That's not yours. Got
That's
it.
correct.
Right, okay.
That's correct.
Okay, I got it. I can see what you're doing. Everybody understand what's going on?
Sort of, you, Abby?
So the first floor staying is,
And the first floor staying is,
First floor staying.
So this is the 3rd floor, this is the bedroom.
Right.
For one
right, so
apartment.
you walk in the first
This is
floor.
the existing, footprint.
Okay. So you walk in here.
In here,
Right, and then
And-
you come into a closet.
So you come in, right,
Yeah.
this is unit number 1, so you have a big double closet, living room, dinette, kitchen area, half bath, up to the 3rd floor.
Okay.
So you're here and you have bedroom, bedroom. Right now, it's one big bedroom, a big living
You're
room,
gonna get
and
two
and then this actually, I think this goes out back further, but this is the kitchen.
Okay.
And, so this is all one big room.
But, so there's actually nothing over there.
This is all flat roof.
Flat roof.
Oh,
This is-
okay.
This is the back of this.
That's correct.
Okay.
It's
Oh, so you're gonna add,
poured
this is what you're
concrete
gonna add.
building.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's literally a fortress. I think it was, auto parts store way back when.
Could have been.
Army recruiting back in the 70s.
Is that?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I'm going beyond, before that, like
Yeah.
A&S, I think it was.
So you
In
have
the 40s?
three bedrooms, 3 apartments altogether?
So I would add 2.
Okay.
I would change the 1 bedroom
Uh-huh.
to a 2 bedroom,
Okay.
and then I would add another 2 bedroom and add a 1 bedroom.
Okay. So you got 2,
3 units.
so 3 units.
3
3
units.
units.
Okay.
Then the 2 stores on the street level, and then I grade level from the back of the building. Right now, it's 3 spaces. I may take that and look to make that into 1 space.
So,
On retail.
Well, it's in the back, it's facing the pond.
No, whatever you want.
I mean, like a business,
Business.
something like that.
so there's no, the businesses downstairs, do they take up the whole first floor? They go from
Yeah.
front to
Yeah,
back?
the attorneys have like 2,500 square
Okay.
foot, and the other stores like 750.
Okay. But they're the whole floor plan, just,
Yes,
okay,
yeah,
the whole floor.
yeah.
Okay, I got it. Cool.
Okay.
Yep. So everybody understands what we're doing here.
Anybody
Okay.
want to look?
So, here come some of the more difficult questions.
Okay.
Where are you gonna park?
Same place that everybody else parked. I mean, at one point I had a real estate office there. I had, 20 agents, and, we parked in the condo. Mostly we tried to stay off the street because, the limited parking. So, but it'd be actually, if I was to put an office there, it'd be more parking requirements.
Thank you.
And having,
Here's the only issue with that. There's no overlay parking in the ponds without permit.
right, so either my tenants would pay for the permits or I would pay for the permits, but they'd be paid for it.
But we'd have to
But
figure out
I
with your,
expect that maybe there'd be 4 cars,
well, no, but there's a formula for that.
Well, I understand.
So, I mean,
so you have
3 apartments, we'd need
2, 4, 5 bedrooms.
3,
So
1.5,
what's
we need 4, 6 spaces. And we need spaces for the retail, for the
Well,
offices.
the retail,
They sort of operate at different hours. I mean,
well, the retail would be, and that's up to this board, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I-
Could jump in at some point, but do we give it an actual spot to a retail, or they're in and out?
No, I'm just counting the spots. Right, retail has a requirement for
Yeah,
parking
they have a
spaces.
requirement, right.
I don't-
It could be at the bottom, it could be on the front.
Now, the fact that they're pre-existing, does that mean anything?
No.
No.
No?
Because you want something new here. You want to do new things with the building, so.
Right, so, that would be one thing, and your planner, can figure that out for you, because we'll obviously need a full set of plans as to,
Of course.
what we're gonna do. Tom said, the front of the building, and I kind of agree with him with that. I think one of the things that would concern me, and let's just talk about the front. One of the things I think we all kind of like is that the doors are already recessed, so it's, that's good. I'm not quite sure I'd want to live on the 3rd floor, and when I look out the window,
Well, you wouldn't, you would live on the 2nd floor.
well, but somebody's living on the 3rd floor.
Well, the bedroom would be on
Yeah, but I just don't know if you want to look out the window and see the back of that facade.
the back of the foot.
The facade seems to cover the windows.
No, well, it doesn't.
I don't mean cover them physically,
Mhm.
but I don't think you can see straight out.
So you mean from the front of the building?
Yeah,
So, I'm glad you brought that up, Andy. So I wanted to talk to my architect. It would require some additional construction because that front, it's sort of like a parapet,
yeah, it's,
wall with maybe 8 foot, and all the water collects and it runs into the storm drains on that flat roof. I'm not a fan of that,
Mhm.
but.
I think you should talk to the architect about, doing
So
something with the front of the
I thought
building.
about, because the roof line on that front bedroom, at where it comes down, it's only maybe 7 feet, you know, so, but, you know, I would put a dormer maybe, or two.
Yeah, I mean, I think you
know,
should consider
just
that.
to give it a nicer look, I mean, but it's all predicated on, you know, what the costs of construction would be.
You know, and I think we'd like to see some kind of redesign of the front of the building. For one, I think, you know, the signs can be kind of changed around. I don't.
Yeah, the tenant, the one occupant, he doesn't do retail really, and the attorneys, have done the bare minimum.
So it may look nicer without those signs up there.
Yeah, I agree.
And then
And
the
I
other,
would maybe change the color,
yeah,
clean it up and maybe, you know, either replace the awning. The problem is that faces, that gets the sun all day. And I spent like $6,000 previously on that awning, and within 5 years it was dry rotted. And,
Yeah, I mean,
the sun is just unbelievable.
I don't think we have any problem with an awning or awnings. I just think they should be replaced, you know, if we're gonna do this.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
The bid has somebody who works with them on it.
Yeah, I had spoken to her briefly.
She's a design standards,
Mhm.
she has some great ideas on things for the front of the building.
Right.
She might be someone you want to.
Yeah, I'd be happy to talk to her.
Yeah.
The building's actually, the front of the building is in very good condition. It just needs some patching and some forging and fresh coat of paint.
Yeah, that, and then,
And the back of
and the back of the building needs a lot of work.
Yeah, well, the
That's
back
kind
is
of,
just, it needs to be scraped and have a finish coat put on it.
I mean, I don't know if you have any other comments about, you know, the idea, I mean, the conceptual part, Glenn, like, do you have any input?
I'm fine with it. The idea is fine. in my
Yeah, I mean, the concept is fine, but I'd like to see more detail.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd have to see what you're gonna do, what the building's gonna look like, what the facade's gonna look like. You know, you have to come with a full set of plans as to what it would be. You know, I'd also kind of like you to consider to do something with the side of the building, so like the building looks more, you know, if we were gonna build a new building, it would be, you know, things would be
Facing the
harmonious.
pond hole you're talking.
The pond hole and,
The other side is completely, that alleyway, I would love to see it fenced off, because the only people that use it are maybe some students and, you know, the drunks from the liquor store, drinking and throwing their bottles, and there's.
whose property is it?
So, it's yours, the township.
Ours.
And the parking area in that triangle back there between me and Smith is also the township's. And it's in decrepit condition. I mean, if you were to take a
Oh, wait
look,
a
you
minute.
can't walk
Actually, a
it.
hazard.
It's really a hazard. So I would love to see
Oh, wait.
that, just for safety.
So when the pond hole was redone, we didn't do that part?
I'd have to look at the plans, I don't know why that would have been left out, so I don't know. if that's-
I think you guys were planning that be redeveloped, and it was just.
I don't know if that, I can't answer that.
It was, and plus Smith's property has some irregular, the parking lot has some irregular slopes in that area between your property and his property. So,
Okay.
it's not an easy fix.
So I think that's what we'd like to say. I mean,
It's only 2.5 feet, not even 2.5 feet at the front. So it's not even wide enough for egress.
If I may speak, I'm also the owner
Sure.
of the property, I'm Elizabeth Walker.
Yep.
So if you were to consider to closing that part and the other end, I would assume that the township would have access via a knock box in the event of an emergency. But that alleyway is a tremendous hazard due to the constant traffic that goes through there.
Yeah, people are
And the debris
urinating on
that's constantly
walls.
caused by not only the students, but also the amount of traffic that goes through via the liquor store.
Yeah, it's
So
a great
very
place to drink.
unsightly- It's a very unsightly path, especially if we're trying to present ourselves in a really nice light to the town or people that want to move into the town. So I would think that maybe closing it off And if you need emergency access, a knockbox would be available to the fire and the police department.
Or maybe Smith's building could have a cut so that you have an adequate passageway that's safe and able to be illuminated and able to be properly maintained, because the opening being 24 inches, 28 inches is just...
Yeah, no, it's like a person, that's what fits down there.
But the town is not a fan of any of the alleyways, you know, it's just the way it was built, it's 100
Well,
years
you
old.
think
Well,
we
we
get to the
get
pond.
hit most of it
No, I
because of the liquor store.
No, I understand. I mean, and that's something we could talk about in the future with the planning board and other groups to see if that's something we want to entertain, closing it off, building into it, putting a lockbox, whatever it intends.
Maybe selling it to, you know, to
Selling it.
To the property owners,
You know?
yeah.
That's something else that can happen. But I mean, I do agree that, and we, not just that alleyway, the other one too, you know, we have issues with the alleyways, we do.
Okay. But I think that conceptually, does anybody have a problem with it? You know, if we come back with a full set of plans, take some of the ideas that we had, you know,
That property, the alleyway property, is that in the redevelopment area?
Yes,
I don't know that.
it is.
Okay.
It is, I don't know.
Yeah.
If it is, then you don't have to do public, you don't have to do a bidding or anything else. Anything in the redevelopment area, you can sell for the municipality can. If it so choose, it's mechanically, it's a lot easier to sell.
I'm confused, the borough owns it?
Yes,
The alleyway.
there's an alleyway and a triangle, or maybe another.
We don't have to decide it now, but if it is owned by the municipality and if it is in the redevelopment area, it's a lot easier to transfer.
Yeah.
Those are two
yeah, I'd like to
steps.
see the parking triangle. I'm not sure I understand where that is.
That's behind the street.
It's a little tricky.
You're all invited there.
Oh, thank you, we can all drink in the alley.
You bring your bottles.
You're gonna have to take a walk over there so you can see for yourself.
I drove by before, but it never dawned on me that it was,
Huh?
The triangle is the grass, isn't it the grass piece that's grass?
No,
That's not it?
no, it's asphalt, it's really irregular, it's an absolute trip hazard. Well, you know, one of the attorneys who's handicapped, how he makes it up that alleyway is just beyond me.
because I drove over and looked at the building before the meeting, and I drove
That's what I had to say.
behind actually, I guess I drove behind the liquor store, and I backed up into the other way, because there was a car parked in the liquor store.
I'm happy to meet anybody over there if they want. You know, I thought I had my survey, I don't. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I'm curious. The survey would be interesting.
Yeah, but that's not his property. Where's his building?
But you can see it on the tax map, and you can see it on the redevelopment.
His building is
Map.
over here, because that's in Smith's building. Yeah, that's not him. There's a building here somewhere. That's two buildings.
And just to be aware that, you know,
See?
there would be a cost, a monthly fee.
There's Nicky G's is over here.
Is it, now how does that?
$50.
Oh, you mean, yeah, tenant would either pay that monthly or annually? How
It
does
doesn't
that?
come from us, we would come from you,
Right.
whatever you want to do.
Right,
Alleyway.
sure.
We would come after.
Can I see that?
the money, not the tax.
Right. And are those would get permit? So if I need 5, let's say, somebody rents the space, they only have 1 car.
Oh, okay, that little tiny alleyway.
There'll be a formula that's figured out.
Okay.
If it, say it comes out to be.
Yeah, that could be the
Shared
triangle.
parking.
Okay, then this part is,
So they can park anywhere in the pond where there won't be identified spots, this is your spot.
Right, they'll just have a sticker.
You'll have a sticker that
Right.
scans in.
So-
Your whole parking system in the back there, right? Here it is. Doing it, right?
Right.
Park mobile will be in the back there.
so the triangle abuts your building.
You'll put a.
It's right up against your building?
Floor? I'm sorry?
The triangle is right up against
You're
your building.
looking at it?
Yeah, I think we figured it out.
So it's not assigned parking, it's just open
No,
parking.
nobody has a signed park.
Right.
So
Okay.
it's kind of like that.
So it's literally
We'll just
This?
park
That's the alley.
right, and then this area right here.
Everything else is paid.
Yeah, that's great.
Goes like
And in the
this.
back,
Right, okay. And it goes right against your property.
7 feet off the
7
back
feet
of
off
my
yours, okay.
building. Might be 5 on this side,
Okay.
7 on that side.
Got it.
of-
Okay, I got it.
And then right up that alleyway.
Okay.
And that.
And this is all Smith stuff?
And this is all Smith,
Beautiful
right?
triangle.
Smith owns this.
Right,
See,
that way. Okay, got it. Now I understand.
That is outlined right here with the triangle.
Yeah, okay, got it.
interesting.
Okay. Glenn, you got another question? I heard you say something.
I've got it now.
You got it? Okay.
I want to see the survey.
Okay, anybody have other questions on it? I think, we're conceptually, we're okay with it,
Okay,
but now you've got to take it to the next level.
well, thank you.
Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Gentlemen?
Take care, Scott.
Yep. Okay. We're not doing the Compton Smith resolution tonight. Andy Brewer explained that already. You all probably got the memo, I think Carm did, from Liz about the directory update in terms of expiring members. Expires, your term expires, you don't expire. But that, I don't think you need to fill it out for that because your council and they'll decide. I'm off, so I don't need to fill it out. So Liz is getting nothing back from us because it's only Eck and me. We don't need an executive session. Anyone from the public wish to address us? Seeing none, we'll close the public session. We have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
You'll be done.
On the Google Maps, it shows.
Yeah,
I don't know. So one thing. Our next meeting is December 19th, before Christmas. Anybody think they have a problem with that?
Maybe I'm wrong.
Nope.
No? Okay, and we will have one item, maybe two.
Maybe two. I'd say a good chance one, too.
Have two, so we will have two resolutions.
And this one. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now can we close?
Yes.